Hey there guys, GT5Man21 here, and today here is your preview of the Malaysian Grand Prix for the 2014 Malaysian Grand Prix on the Formula 1 World Championship, coming to you from Sepang in Kuala Lumpur. Now this track is the most grueling event on the Grand Prix calendar, with a sweltering heat with temperatures close to 40 degrees Celsius, sometimes higher. It is a very tough race with lots of driving in a lot of water to survive the sweltering heat. This track is unpredictable, guys, because as we've seen in the past, it can throw in surprises of heat and weather. Now last year we saw one of the strangest races ever, and it's where we saw one of the most famous team radio messages, Multi 21, occur, which Vettel ignored to win last year. It's less likely though that will happen again though. Let's be realistic. So what do we think so far? Well, judging by the practice sessions, it looks like it's going to be another Mercedes washdown again. It looks like to me Mercedes will dominate the race once again. Matthew Orange or Pitmat has predicted Valtteri Bottas will win, but his chances look like they're going down the toilet, as Valtteri Bottas only managed 9th in practice 2. I don't know what he did in practice 1. But from what we know, in practice 1 it was Lewis Hamilton who was fastest, and in practice 2 it was Nico Rosberg who set the pace. Once again, the Lotus is stopped out on track, so it looks to me as if, because this track demands speed and temperatures because of the heat, it looks like the people who have been suffering, like Lotus and potentially maybe Red Bull, might suffer again thanks to their Renault engines being unreliable, as we saw in practice 2 that Romain Grosjean stopped out on track again, and as did Pastor Maldonado. So clearly Lotus is still struggling with their engines. Apart from the Mercedes being quick again as predicted, drivers who are also on pace is the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen. He was second in practice 2, and he was only 900ths off Nico Rosberg. So the Ferraris do seem to have pace when it comes to Malaysia. But also who's had the pace is Sebastian Vettel. He was third in practice 2. Don't know where he was in practice 1, but he does seem to have pace. Whether that is enough though to challenge the Mercedes, we'll just have to see. But to me, I don't think the Red Bulls are quite up there yet with the Mercedes is. The big talking point, well, one of the big talking points was McLaren, as they have introduced a new front wing, as the front of it has been widened. Whether that change will help, we still need to see, as Magnussen stopped out on track in practice 1, and it is unknown whether they were pushing or not in the first 2 practices. So where their pace is, we'll just have to see tomorrow. So yeah, Daniel Ricciardo made a trip to the gravel in practice 2, and he seems to be slower than his teammate, so Vettel does seem to have pace over his teammate. Ricciardo does seem to be confident as well to get another podium, as does Kevin Magnussen. And I don't think they've turned around their Ricciardo's disqualification from Melbourne. I did feel honestly sorry for Ricciardo, because he worked so hard to get that podium, and it just got took away because of the fuel conservation rule, which is a bit harsh, but they've got to live with it, guys. So anyway, and it looks to me that the chances of Red Bull quitting the sport are low. Seriously, guys. So what we saw from the practice sessions, the Mercedes again look quick, as this seems to be again another Mercedes track, as their car benefits from it. The Ferrari and the Red Bulls have the pace up there. We haven't seen what McLaren are doing, and we haven't seen the potential of Williams either, and nor have we seen any other teams. All we know is that Lotus is more likely to have problems again, and we'll have to probably wait till around Spain to get their engines sorted and get some decent pace. Might not be for winning victories, but maybe some pace. So predictions, well, in the qualifying, I believe, like I said last week, I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton again. just because I think he just, you know, just has more pace over Nico Rosberg. Even though he's the championship leader, Rosberg, and he was quickest in the latest practice session, I still think Lewis will take the pole, only just by Nico Rosberg. So I think it will be a Mercedes front row, and possibly Kimi Raikkonen or Sebastian Vettel will be third. And the rest, well, we'll just have to wait and see. And for the race, again, I'm going to try Lewis Hamilton again. I think Lewis will win that race, and I think it will be Nico who will be second. And yeah, potentially, maybe, who knows? I haven't got a clue who will finish third, because it's just is such unpredictable, this race is, because you never know, because the weekends weather just keeps changing. We don't know if it's going to be sunny or if it's going to be raining again. This is the thing about Malaysia, it is so unpredictable about the weather. Even though they're in the sweltering heat, the weather is still unpredictable. So yeah, that is my preview of the Malaysian Grand Prix. I think once again it will be another great race like we saw in Melbourne, and hopefully this time Lewis will make it to the end of the race. So it seems to me that Mercedes have sorted out the cylinder issue that Lewis had in Melbourne. But yeah, it's so yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed the preview. Hopefully it was a good one. I don't think it was my best preview, but I think it was okay. The preview in the Malaysian Grand Prix that I just did. So anyway, guys, please put down in the comments who you think will be on pole and will take the win this weekend. And yeah, it's so yeah. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been GT Fanman 21, and yeah. Hopefully, I think the next video you'll see will be the old school career mode. Now, before I end the video, I'd just like to say that there won't be a vote for it, as I want to get on recording it, you know, and I think it would take a while. But you know, anyway, I've been GT Fireman 21, and I'm out of here. Take care.